أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ضرب الله مثلا رجلا فيه شركاء متشاكسون ورجلا سلما لرجل هل يستويان مثلا الحمد لله بل أكثرهم لا يعلمون إنك ميت وإنهم ميتون ثم إنكم يوم القيامة عند ربكم تختصمون صدق الله العظيم. These are ayats from Surah Az-Zomar, the ayah number 28 and 29 and 30. The ayat are from Surah Az-Zomar. The ayat talks about the Quran itself. In the ayah number 28, Allah Azza wa Jal described the Quran as an Arabic Quran, and that there is no any crookedness in it, and that this Quran is for you, for us, in order we take care of it and remember it and understand it, and as a conclusion we reach the taqwa, لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَّقُونَ, in order that they may have taqwa of the only one God. And in the ayah number 29, Allah Azza wa Jalla states that ضَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا, Allah puts forth a parable. Actually, we started this ayah in the previous lecture, and let me repeat the beginning. ضَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا رَجُلًا, Allah puts forth a man, فِيهِ شُرَكَاء, belonging to many partners, مُتَشَاكِسُونَ, and these partners disputing each other with each other regarding their slaves, in whom they all had a share. مُتَشَاكِسُونَ, they dispute with each other, with one another. وَرَجُلًا, and the man, this parable, and this one side of the parable, and the other side is وَرَجُلًا, and a man also, سَلَمًا لِرَجُلٍ, submitted to one man, سَلَمًا لِرَجُلٍ, entirely belonging to a master. وَرَجُلًا سَلَمًا لِرَجُلٍ, no any partnership, no any other people, no any other owner except the one he owns him. وَرَجُلًا سَلَمًا لِرَجُلٍ. And this is the other side, the second side of the parable. We talked about the first side in the previous lecture, and the second side, the second hand, رَجُلًا سَلَمًا لِرَجُلٍ, a man entirely belong to one man. And this one, the second one, will know that there is only one owner, there is only one master of him. He will do whatever he commands him, and his life and his responsibilities will be clear, according the first man who owned by many partnership. They are disputing each other, and they may be many demands of them, different demands of them, and our slave will run after their demands in order to require them, in order to fulfill them. And if he wants something, he will not know which one he should demand. He may want from one of them, and the other one will say, why didn't you say to me? Will anger of him. So he will confuse. His psychology will not be sufficient. He will not feel confident anymore. His owners will not please with him, because all of them will say that you serve that partnership, that partner, that owner more than me, and all of them will be jealous about the other. So the owners will not please with the slave, and the slave will not please with the owner. Actually, we are interested in the slave only. We are looking on his psychology and on his position. He has many owners, and he tries to fulfill their demands. That's the one side, and on the other side there is a slave, and he has only one owner, one master. He submitted to him, he entirely belonged to him, and he does whatever his master wants from him. So he has no risk of anger any owner, because he has not any owner except his only one owner. And whenever he wants something, the address is clear. He will go to his master and will explain his need, and he will provide whatever he needs. He knows that he is the only one can provide his need. These are two examples. One of them is for al-mushrikun, for the pagans, for the idolaters, because they didn't satisfy with only one God and tried to find another gods, tried to produce another gods. Actually, every god other than the only one God are produced by the people. There is no any evidence for them. All of them are man-made gods, and they are different, and you can find them in every geographical era, and you can understand that the people there created them. Gods created by the people, deities created by the people, all of them created by the people, except the only one creator, except the only one God. So those gods, the people produced them. Why? Because they wanted to reform their religion. Actually, in the beginning with Adam alayhi salam till Noah alayhi salam, was all the people on Tawheed and was on the belief of oneness of the God. But then the people tried to find another deities. Why? They wanted to reform their religion, and they wanted to produce some kind of gods that cannot command, cannot move, cannot say, cannot talk, and they wanted to make them talk. They wanted to control their gods, and so through that window can change their religion. So the people, whenever they tried to produce gods other than the Creator, it means that they wanted to create their gods, and they wanted to be free and to reform their religion. Through that way, they became their gods. They became their master of their life. They could change whatever they need in their religion. So if you ask yourself, it's not logical to abandon the only one God and go after the gods. It's nothing, only madness. It's an insane situation. Why do people did that? In the history, throughout the history, you can see the people, most of them did the same. They produced God other than the Creator. But the example is clear. Which one is better? The slave belonging to many partners, disputing with each other, or the one belonging to the only one God? يا صاحبي السجن أأرباب متفرقون خير أم الله الواحد القهار? Is the one only God who subjugated all the things and created them all is better, or many different lords? Which one of them is better? Of course it is clear, but why the people, the question here, why the people produced other gods than the only one God, and they weren't have any real reason for that production? The answer is clear. They wanted to be their God. They wanted to be free in their life. Look, the Christians, they said that Isa alayhi salam, Jesus sallallahu alayhi wasallam, they alleged that he is the Son of God. Why? In order to pure themselves. They said that Jesus chose to die for us, to purify us from the sins. So through this consideration, they tried to be free from the religion. If you believe to Jesus, then okay, he paid the price for you, so you are now free. You can do whatever you want. Whatever sin you will commit in your